gang is back together here on the Food City Fan Zone stage. We got Chris back from running around.
I was doing a little driving there.
I know, and talking to a lot of great people.
Yes.
And you were snacking. We saw that.
A little snacking along. Yeah, I didn't get to snack as much as Kyle and Kevin down there, but I got a bite.
Well, Chef Tony over here has been making like an amazing five-course meal.
This is my kind of snacking right here.
You had Cheez-Its. I'm sorry. We'll keep this on this side.
So this is our side over here.
Love it.
So while we were going literally with our burgers, I haven't done a single thing to them except throw some cheese on top.
All right.
So we really just want to leave them on there because they'll get that crust on the bottom just like they did on the top. And the more you move the stuff around, the more moisture you're going to get in there, and it actually makes it softer. So just set it and forget it. Our fillets.
And look at those. Look at those fillets.
Love that pepper jack.
Can you smell it?
Oh, yeah.
We let those fillets go till they got crispy on one side. We flip them over, and we're just not touching them. That's the biggest thing. Again, we just don't want to touch them.
And the spice that you used on the fillets
is actually a blackening season. So I just went to the shelf and I found one that said blackening. If you're a fan of blackening and spicy Cajun style, it works great. If you're not quite as so much with the blackening, just use a lot less, just till you see where you kind of like to be with it and kind of go from there.
Right.
So there's some things you can do with your fillets, and I always love grilled onions with my fillets.
Oh, yeah.
I love steak butter. This particular brand, Better Butters, is in our delis all over the place, and they have 5 flavors. They have an Asiago, they have a Parmesan. They actually have a honey and a cinnamon brown sugar. So like for morning when you're doing pancakes, it's fantastic.
And when you have a lean cut like a fillet, a little butter on top really helps that flavor profile as well.
It really does. And what I love to do is once my steaks are about done, I love to just take that butter and put it right on top, and then I'll let that just melt down into it if I can manage to get it over there. But the heat of that steak will help it.
Right.
And then because I enjoy my onions as well, I'll take those hot onions and just put them right on top of that butter.
Oh, look at that.
And let that whole thing just kind of figure out a way to melt down into that steak.
Just figure out a way.
It'll figure it out itself.
Yep.
Okay. So with our burgers, we started with a little lettuce and some heirloom tomatoes. Heirloom tomatoes are fantastic this time of year. There's all sorts of different flavors. You have Mr. Stripey's, you have Cherokee Purples, just different styles and different things. I actually found one the other day. It's called a Black Prince. It's fantastic. We have our burgers. We'll just load them on there.
Oh, man, look at those.
And again, we're trying to make sure we have burgers that are bigger than our buns. We don't want to have,
I love that.
Yeah, he doesn't like any extra bun.
You like having that burger outside the bun area.
I do. We actually have a Kinder's brand. There's a ton of flavors out there. There's everything from burger seasoning, dipping sauces, steak sauce. This is actually called burger sauce.
I've not seen this one.
It's fantastic, and we'll try it today.
I've used a lot of their barbecue sauces.
I use them all the time. Now, everyone always asks me why I build my burgers upside down. Well, I want to see the burger for one.
Right.
For two, all that juice that runs out of that burger, I want the lettuce to catch it for me. Because if you put the burger on the buns are going to get soggy. That helps keep your buns from getting soggy on the bottom.
Those are a thing of beauty.
That is so pretty.
Oh, yeah.
So if you give me one, I'll cut it open real quick. We'll take a look at it. And then maybe we'll get to try it. We'll see.
Maybe, just maybe.
Maybe, just maybe.
I don't know. Did you get all full from those?
No, I'm not full. I'm ready to go.
So we got it fully cooked all the way through. And we have some even and consistent burgers.
Oh my goodness. And that onion and the sauce, and it kind of oozes. I love when it kind of slides, the tomato.
Yeah, makes everything perfect together.
Yeah,
with the rest of the stuff we're working on, our asparagus, we really didn't do anything to except put it on the grill. Fantastic. A little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and a tiny bit of oil. And really, you don't need much oil when you're cooking with meat because the fat and the juices from the meat is actually going to help cook all this stuff. So it makes it really easy to work with. Our potatoes are golden brown, super crispy.
The Food City shopping cart.
I say our shopping cart's rolling by.
Now it's a party. We can fill that up and have plenty of groceries.
You know when that gets here, you can hear it for sure.
That looks great.
And then we just take our fillets. We'll kind of work them onto our plate as well.
Oh, look at that.
And that butter's just going to kind of run through that whole steak. It should make everything consistent, make everything fantastic.
They're revving their engines.
Jeff's here.
You would think a race car's here.
You would think they showed up.
Yes.
So, and then I'm a fan of putting my steak on top of my potatoes because all that moisture that's going to come out of that steak is down the flavor of my potatoes.
Nice. Oh my goodness, look at this presentation. I mean, you crossed the finish line here.
I'm trying.
Yes, you have.
So again, you can have dinner. Makes it really easy. When you get back to the camper at midnight, throw your grill on some smash burgers, have you a good snack. Makes it really easy. Everything comes prepared. Burgers are already pressed. Lettuce trays already ready for you. You have everything you need. It makes a really simple way to tailgate and have a good time.
And we were talking about all your grillers that you have. Such a great variety.
Yes.
And I know right now the store is well aware of all the folks in town, so making sure that that is fully stocked.
They are, and it's just such a convenience to have all those items out there. Even as simple as, diced onions. We have diced peppers, diced onions in little containers.
Think about how much work that's going to save you when you're at a campsite.
And, the waste.
Yes.
Everything nowadays is, you got to be able to use everything you're getting and everything you're buying. And, to buy whole onions or to buy large quantities of things, it's not very user-friendly. Buying a whole head of lettuce when you really only need 3 or 4 pieces, this kind of helps you just get what you need instead of just buying things because you have to.
And your flat top that you have over here, this Blackstone, doing a fillet on that takes talent, and you did a fantastic job on those.
We talked about that earlier. The trick to doing steaks on a Blackstone, you got to get it to where it's hot, it's smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
And you can't touch it. Just put it on there and forget about it.
Yeah, it was really
That's
hard.
the thing.
I
You got those tongs and you want to
Like
flip and do all that. Don't do it.
Just put it on there and forget about it.
Yeah.
No prodding.
No prodding. Let it go. And, I don't use thermometers with them. It's all by touch and feel.
Right.
So it really makes a difference. When you start to stab them and poke them in thermometers, you lose a lot of that juice and a lot of that flavor. So you really don't get as much when you're working on it. We can actually take one of these, and I might be able to slice it down so we can see the center.
Oh, that sounds so good.
There we go.
So hopefully we got a pretty good consistent medium rare.
Gosh, that looks so good. I mean, are we getting a good tight shot? Everybody at home is starving. They're like, oh, you can almost smell it through the TV, right?
I hope so. That's really what we're trying for.
And of course, something like that, such a star of the show when it comes to your racing tailgate.
It really is. And that's the beauty of tailgating is it doesn't matter whether you're having hamburgers and hot dogs and chili or you're doing ribeyes and fillets. It's really just about what you want. Fortunately, we have a fantastic variety at our stores.
Right.
You can literally buy everything from hot dogs and chili to tomahawks and ribeyes.
I think we gave them some really good ideas,
I think we did,
starting with the Bush's beans and then coming over here for our dinner and our snack, and of course, the burgers and the beef is so quality driven.
Yeah. Tony, you did another fantastic job, my friend. I hate that I wasn't here when this all got underway. Andy got that, but I got the finished product anyway.
You came when it's important, right?
As long as you can try it again, that's all that matters, right?
That's exactly right.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back to wrap up the show coming up here in just a little bit.
Stay with us. We got more daytime coming up.